Happy Monday, Vikings.
We have a positive broadcast for you today, but would everyone please stand for a moment of silence? Now please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today for lunch, we're having chicken Alfredo and a spicy chicken sandwich. A chef salad and a pizza bar will also be available.
Today is also the first day you can buy prom tickets. Prom will be held on Saturday, April 26th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. All juniors and seniors are invited to attend. Tickets are $30, but North Posey seniors each get a free ticket. If you are bringing a guest from another school, you'll need to fill out the guest form from the office.
When you purchase your ticket, you'll also have a chance to purchase a t-shirt and an after prom ticket. T-shirts are just $5 each, and they will be on sale this week only.
After prom will be at Franklin Lanes until midnight. After prom tickets are just $10 and must be purchased ahead of time.
Tomorrow, there will be a sophomore student council meeting at 8:05 a.m. in room M15. There is also going to be HOSA State Leadership Conference tomorrow through Wednesday. Good luck, HOSA.
Seniors, the state deadline for FAFSA submission is tomorrow. If you need assistance, contact Ms. Rose. Don't wait until the last minute if there are issues.
On Thursday, the 17th, there will be a guidance roundtable meeting for all seniors at 8:05 a.m. in the auditorium. There will also be a construction field trip.
Progress reports will be emailed on Thursday, so be sure to be caught up on any missing work by then.
Now, for some news that everyone will be excited for, this Friday, there will be no school for Good Friday. And that's not all. We also have no school for Easter Monday. Have a great 4-day weekend, Vikings. Make sure not to show up on those days.
When we get back on Tuesday, April 22nd, the Do Wig Meet fundraiser will be due. Sophomores, this is how you'll pay for your junior prom and senior activities, so be sure to sell as much as you can. Now, it's time for another senior spotlight.
This senior spotlight revolves around the one and only Ethan Layman. Ethan was chosen because of his involvement in band, and he is also a member of the engineering club. He is also very funny.
A fun fact about Ethan is that he's a sports fanatic. He loves watching games, and his favorite sports are basketball and football.
Ethan says that his favorite teacher is Mr. McMahon. He enjoyed his computer science class and described it as fun and challenging.
He is proud of the accomplishments and strides they have made as a band this year, so good job to all the members of North Posey's band.
Ethan currently works at Subway, but he plans to attend USI for mechanical engineering.
Now, sending it over to sports.
Hello friends, I'm Braylon.
And I'm Britt.
Welcome back to another segment of Season 4 of NPSN, North Posey Sports Network, that is.
As we all know, this year's sports season 3, and the weather is holding everything up.
Well, you see, it's Season 2 for Crazy Storms this year, so the end of spring sports season will be loaded with rescheduled games.
Mother Nature's least favorite sports must be baseball and softball, as these teams have already had to reschedule several games.
They've been able to sneak a few games in, as the baseball team is off to a strong start coming off of their regional championship season. Their record is 4-1, and they show no signs of slowing down.
The recent state champion softball team is 4-1, with some blowout victories. They've put up as many as 20 runs in a single game.
The boys golf team had their first match. Oh, that's me. They had their first match at their home course, Cambridge Golf Club, last Friday.
My co-anchor, Braylon, and Jonathan Schmidt led the way for the Vikings as they signed their scorecards with a 7 over par 43.
Wow, they sound like masculine and charismatic gentlemen that hold all the doors for all the ladies.
And I'm going to close the doors on your mouth so that we so we can stay on cue. I meant to say stop. I meant to say stay on track. Ha ha.
Well, I was on course. I was talking about the guy who led the way for the golf team.
Track got rained on out on Thursday, but we had 8 athletes compete at Friday's showcase.
Congrats to those who were chosen to compete.
Last but not least, the girls' tennis team played South Spencer last week. They fought hard but came up just short, with South Spencer running 3-2.
Getting wins in their matches were the number 1 single Jazz Ward in 3 sets and the number 3 single Kylie Heath in 2 sets.
The Lady Vikings picked up our first win of the season against county rivals Mount Vernon. Very impressive play and teamwork by everyone.
Jazz Ward and Kylie Heath picked up a couple more wins, as well as our number 1 doubles team of Katie Oakley and Haven Barton, and number 2 doubles Cassie Bender and Carmen Topias.
And now a look at our upcoming schedule.
Tonight, the baseball team travels to North. Boys golf is a home match at the home course of Cambridge Golf Club, and the track and field team goes to Central.
Tomorrow, baseball goes to the jungle to play Heritage Hills, and softball plays at South Knox.
Wednesday, there will be a lot of miles put on those buses as baseball goes to Vincennes, Lincoln, and softball goes to Tecumseh.
Baseball rounds out back-to-back games on Thursday as they host Pike Central, and girls tennis goes to Wrights.
If you want to watch sports on Friday, you can come watch someone's practice because there are no games to be played.
And on Saturday, the ladies tennis team has an invite at Central.
Good luck to all of our athletes this week, and we hope that the weather cooperates this time. So let's see if those hopes are worth hoping.
What's up, Vikings? Welcome back to NPTV Weather. I'm Seth.
And I'm Paige.
It was pretty this past weekend. Only in the 50s and low 60s. This doesn't feel like April. We're the perfect temperatures.
We had a temperature drop and lots of up and downs. But hey Seth, I have a joke for you. What's a dog's favorite weather?
What?
Bright and sunny. Everybody loves a hot dog.
Paige, you are fired.
Dang it. But hey, let's talk about all these temps. I think it's for everyone's favorite line. So Seth?
Speaking of temps, this Monday we have a warm, partly cloudy day with a high of 74 and a low of 56. On Tuesday, it will be a slightly colder, partly cloudy day with a high of 70 and a low of 49.
On Wednesday, the temps will drop again with a little sunshine to a high of 66 and a low of 51. Finally, on Thursday, we will lose some of our sunshine, but have a high of 67 and a low of 53.
At least we finally get a break from it raining cats and dogs.
Seth, now you're fired.
Well, I hope Miss McCutcheon rehires both of us. But before we send off, I would like to add another thing. On Thursday, Princeton got hit by an unexpected tornado. The National Weather Service confirmed it was an EF1 tornado. Damage to houses was severe and streets are still being cleared, so please be careful. But that's all for Weather Vikings. Always remember to check your weather app for changes and updates.
Let's send you over to see our beautiful pets.
National Pet Day was last Friday, and we have to make it an NPTV tradition to show you four-legged friends, so let's jump right in.
We're starting off with the 3 of the cutest fluff balls who all belong to senior Chesney Taylor. Flower, Rosie, and Pepper are all happy pups who look perfect, picture perfect.
Britt was clearly inspired by her favorite fast food restaurant when she named her guinea pigs, Taco and Bell. If she gets another do-no, we suggest nacho and fries.
Seatbelts, everyone. Brexton Brady's Miss Frizzle is about to school the competition.
Brexton also has 2 other rabbits, Chunko and Pea-Feet. We have to wonder, how do they get their names?
Lee and Michaela Patrick opted for scales instead of fur for their submission. Meet Exara, Bugs, and Mogi.
Nathan Medina's dog, Buddy, and a Rome Green's cat, Freya, look like they both like to cause a little mischief, but I imagine they're both cute enough to get away with a lot of shenanigans.
Our next pet has another unique name. We've got Kinder Wormworld's cat named Stinky Butt. He may be stinky, but he sure is cute.
Seth and Luke Garrison both sent in some adorable pictures. First of all, we got Pete, who looks like he may have played just a little bit too hard. And Colt is also taking a little rest by sunbathing next to the window.
Brendan Mofield has sent in a wide variety of pictures. First up, we've got Joey the cow and Toothless the cat. You can also find 4 dogs, Apollo, Abigail, Zeus, and Diesel, having fun at Brendan's house.
Next up is Dominic Rody's cat, Marcy. Marcy is a short-haired tabby who was obviously not interested in having her photo taken. It's like she's staring straight into my soul.
I don't know about that, but Emmeline Raver has sent 2 sweet pups who seem to be soulmates. Dory and Tanner clearly depend on one another, since one is using the other as a pillow.
If you've ever spent any time with Mrs. Grease, you'll know she absolutely loves being a dog mom. And who can blame her when you see how cute Ginger and Molly are?
Miss Kester is also proud of her pup, Mackie, named after Purdue's basketball arena. Even if you're not a Boilermaker fan, I think we can all agree this is a beautiful dog.
Continuing with some teacher submissions, we've got Mr. and Mrs. White's dogs. Check out Daisy and Tex. They both are just too cute for words.
Jalen Stevens submitted a pic of her cute cat Biscuit and her gorgeous dog Bear.
Ah! Did someone say bear? Where?
A bear? Oh no, no need to worry. It's just a dog named Bear.
Oh, thank goodness. But Jalen does have an unexpected backyard pet. Check out Jeremiah the deer.
Next up, we have a couple more cats to showcase. Posing so patiently for his picture is Brody Fisher's cat, Tigger.
Landry Blaylock chose the best time to snap a picture of her cat, Helena, nap time. I bet she's dreaming of fish.
Jocelyn Tooley may have the smallest pet in today's submissions with a Russian dwarf hamster named Schnitzel.
With a name like Schnitzel, it only seems appropriate to pair this pet with Frau Schmidt's dog, Murphy. Murphy may not be quite as small as Schnitzel, but she's just as cute.
Next up, we have 2 dogs who don't need an introduction if you've had Miss Schmidt for English, because they are basically famous in room A5. We've got Bingley and Darcy.
And if you move a bit further down the freshman hall, you can find Miss Carden, who has 3 of the cutest kittens. Meet Collie, Tommy, and Bebe.
Next up, we got Kylie Higginson's 2 cuties, Socks and Baby.
And to mirror the light cat and the dog combo, we've got Jonathan Schmidt's black beauties named Raven and Bella. Nice shades, Bella.
Here are some of Carly's own pets. Butters is looking like they're on the dark side of the moon. Stuart and the smaller little are looking professional. Raisin is just about as cute as a button. Bebop isn't a cat, but actually a chinchilla, but still looks about as beautiful as a cat.
Carly has more animals, and some of them may seem familiar to eagle-eyed Vikings, but there is some new ones, like how Maggie has got a death glare straight into the camera. Oh, how classy is looking sharper than the president. Then there's Gizmo, who is so excited to be on camera, they couldn't get into shot.
For our last piece from Carly, rest in peace, the beloved rat Schwetty. Always in our hearts and on our minds. They may be gone, but their being hasn't left us. You know who you are.
Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. We've had nearly 200 people vote this year, and it's time to reveal North Posey's top 5 cutest pets.
At number 5, we got Jonathan Schmidt's dog, Bella.
4th place goes to Miss Schmidt's dogs, Bingley and Darcy.
Chesney Taylor's fluffy pup, Pepper, snagged the number 3 spot.
Moving on to 2nd place, this year is Brennan Mofield's cow, Joey.
And taking the top spot for the 2nd year in a row is Miss Kester's dog, Mackie.
Thank you to everyone who submitted a photo for this year's broadcast. We're glad you joined us on our National Pet Day Fun.
Have a great week, Vikings!